jobs, like say example, or we take it like 5 jobs, okay? And we have given 3 machines over here. So write it over job. We have given a job, say example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, and we have given a machine. Write it over here, machine A, B, and C. 3 machines are there and in jobs. Putting the values and the processing time for each is 8, 10, 6, 7, 11, and for machine B is 5, 6, 2, 3, and 4. Right? And for machine C, it is given to you 4, 9, 8, 6, and 5. This is the processing time for the machine A, B, C with different jobs. Right? Now, first, what we have to do, again, the same procedure we have to follow. We have to find out what we have to find out first. We have to find out the job sequence. Right? This is the first point we have to find out. What we have to find out the job sequence. Second, what we have to find out total elapsed time. Right, we have to find out the total elapsed time. Third, we have to find out the idle time by machine A, by machine B, and by machine C. Right, all the 3 machines, the total idle time. Individually also we have to find out the total idle time also we find out. So how do we start with the solution? With the same process of the Johnson's algorithm, which we have discussed of, that there are different methods, right? And we have to follow each and every method. Say example, what we have to first we have to do, we have to find out the minimum. Right, we convert now. We convert the 2 machines into the, like we have given 3 machines, so we convert into 2 machines, but only when we have followed that concept. Are we follow that concept, or we are able to find out the minimum conditions which is given to us? So find out the minimum conditions what is given to us. Find out what we have to find. Write down minimum. Write down over here minimum value from machine A have to find out. We have to find out the minimum value from machine C, and we have to find out the maximum value from machine 2, that is B. 3 machines, A, B, C, you understand it, or 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. So find out the minimum value from machine A. From machine A, minimum value is, say example is over here is 6, right? So write it over here is 6. Minimum value from machine C, that is 49865. So minimum value over here will be 4 minutes, right? And what will the maximum value from machine be? That is 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. The maximum value over shows over here is 6. Now apply that condition which was given up. The minimum value, but minimum value of machine A should be greater than equal to maximum value from machine B. Right? This is one of the condition. Or second condition is minimum value from machine C should be greater than equal to maximum value from machine B. Right? Now put in the value. Minimum value of machine A is 6, which is greater than equals to maximum value of 6. The answer is true. Yes, the condition is follow. True. We applied with this condition. Right? Now we can find out whether the second condition, that is minimum value of C. What is the minimum value of C is 4, is greater than equal to maximum value of 6. Yes, the condition also follow here. Here this condition is not followed, the answer will be false. But as we able to find out the condition from anyone, this we have satisfied, then that means we can easily follow. What we can easily follow? We can apply that 3 machine into 2 machine. Right now we converted the 2 machine into, like from these A, B, C machine into G and H, right? And the G will be the processing time of A and B, and H will be the processing time of B and C, right? Write down the job sequence over here as we have done up. Put it over here, like what we have to write: job 1, 2, different jobs you have to write it over here. Job 1, job 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have different jobs. No, we have only 5 jobs, so there is no need to write to job number 6. Okay, so we have given over here. Now put it A and B, you have to sum A and B. So what is this A? A and B, that is machine this 8 and 5, that will be 13. You can write it 8 plus 5, or directly you can write it over here as 13, right? For job 2, that is A and B, Job 2, 10 and 6, 16. So write it over as 16. Then 6 plus 2, that will be 8. 7 and 3, that will be 10. And the last one, 11 plus 4, that will be 15 over here. Same with the H, B plus C. So B is your 5 and that is 4, that will be 9. So write it over here as 9. Then for job 2, 6 plus 9, that will be 15. Write it over here as 15. For job 3, 2 plus 8, that will be 10. So write it over 10. And 4, that is 3 plus 6, that will be 9. And 4 plus 9, that will be again 9. Alright. So this is we have converted our work into that two machine we have converted into from three machine we have actually converted into three machine fixture, three machine that is G and H. And from G and H, now we apply the same process which we have applied earlier. What we have done, we have to find out the lowest one, right? We have to find out the lowest one and give the job sequencing. So here we write it, what we have to do it, we have to write the optimum job sequence. Okay, like what is the optimum job sequence will be? Now put it over here as like this. Either you can write it J1, 2, 3, it's up to you, or J only 1, 2, 3, it's up to you. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? We have the 5 points, like five boxes we needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now start up, find out the least one. The least one over here, just changing the color to make it more attractive. The least one from all is 8, and that is from the job 3. So job 3 will be start from this, and we just delete this column, right? This line or this job will be deleted. Now find out the least one after the 8 is, now the point over here is, see, 9 over here, 9 over here, and 9. All in the H column, that means the second one. As we all know, this is the job sequence starting from G and this is our H point. So now what we have to do, there can be a different optimum options available to you, and you have to make all the possible outcomes. What can be the possible outcomes? I'm trying to make with you all the possible outcomes, right? We can use it 3 over here. Yes, the 3 is the possible outcome for all. J3, like this is, I can write it over here, is optimum or possible outcome. Right? Up now we started up J. Normally, what we do, we find out the corresponding time taken by the that machine. Like if I'm taking a 9 over here, if I'm taking the job 5, the 9 over here, the corresponding time for this is 15, right? The maximum time. For 9, if I'm taking job 4, the corresponding time is 10, right? A very less amount that is, right? So what we will try to find out, the one who is having the least corresponding time as compared to that one. But we can use in that way also, ma'am. In the other session, we have taken up the maximum value. Yes, there can be a possible outcome in that way also. So it's up to you. The answer will same for all the scenarios. So now we were doing the next question. So I'm telling up like what I have decided in this question. Like the time taken by the other person, other machine is the least time. So we're selecting that one, right? So here it's 9, 10, but 9 and only 10. That means job number 4 is having the least time. So what I do, I started for the job number 4 over here as it is the least time. So I deleted this 9, but the next one is also over here, but it is 15. And but for this 9 is 30. So least one is J1. So I write it over here as a J1, right? And then delete this one. Now the 9 is over. Now the least one after the 9 is, but obviously it is 50 and it is showing 9. This one 9 also there. So we write it over here as a J5. This one is also being done up. All the 9 being done up. Now only J2 is pending. So we write it over J2. What can the other possible outcome? Yes, there can be many other possible outcomes like this. Like for example, which we have done earlier also, ma'am, we used to take the maximum, right? So first what we have done, we have taken the like first one is the J5, right? 3, 1. What can be the next outcome, possible outcome for this is, as per you, what can be the maximum possible outcome? To whom you will select it up? Like how we'll select, then the same scenario. Like 9 is there in the previous question, what we have done, discussed, like the maximum difference. 15 minus 6, if I go with 15 minus 9 will be 6. In this, their difference is 1. And in this, their difference will be 13. And 13 minus 9 will be 4. Right? So maximum difference will come obviously in 5. Therefore, what I do, I write it J3 on the starting one, but J5 at the last one. Because having the maximum difference, right? Once it is done, J3 already been done. Now the 9 difference over here is 1 and here is 4. What I do, I write it J1 over here. This has also been done up, right? Now 9 is all done. 9 is all done. Now the next point is once the 9 all done. See, 9 is done in 1. 9 is done on the 4 also. But 4 is also there, the difference. So we write it 4 in the last one. We're moving up now. Now what is the 9 is all done? Now what we are pending up only job 2. So this can be one of the outcome. J3, J2, and we have 4 and 1 and 5. There can be other alternative also, like rather than writing 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, we can have a different possible outcome like J3, right? You can use all the possible outcomes, but our answer is also same in all the scenarios. Like what I do over here is J2, J5, but now I'm writing J4 and J1. Will it be possible? Yes, it can be possible. Like in this scenario, I've written J4 at the end because of the maximum. Why I've written J4 at the end? Because this one is the lowest one as compared to other. But now I am written J1. Why? We have taken a possible outcome. So it can be possible, right? Other possible outcome can be J3, like J2, 415 we have taken J2, then we can take it, yes, J2, J1 over here, and then J5 and J4. Yes, this can be a possible outcome. Another possible outcome can be J3 can be on the first because of the least one, that is 8, right? J2, J2, J1, we already done up. J4 we can take up right now. 4, 5, 1. Yes, J4, then J5, and then J1. There can be possible outcome. Ma'am, answer will be same from all the outcome. Yes, it will be same. Right. But for today's scenario, for today's question, what I'm using this possible outcome and we are finding out the total elapsed time. You can do what at home, like can apply the different job possible outcome and check it whether the answer is coming in the same way or not. Right. Now what we are doing, we are finding out the total elapsed time. The same format like we used to do. What we have to do, we have to make a format, but now we have to make a format for the 3 jobs, right? For the 3 machines basically. So start preparing like for the same format. What we have to do, start preparing like in and out in that way that we used to do a hurry up. What we have to do, make it the table. What we have to write over here the same way, like we write job. We have different jobs, so right, we have to write the jobs, right? And what we have to do in the jobs, we have to show up the different values in machine A and B. Like we have given job and the sequence, but we have selected in the same way 3, 2, which I have taken in this scenario, 4, 5, 1. We have taken 3, 2, 4, 5, 1. Yes, we can. Please don't worry. Now you can say, ma'am, you have decided to take that sequence. Yes, you can take it. Okay. Coming up, we were taking that sequence only, which we have just selected up. What sequence we have taken. You can do at home the other ways also, and you find it, the answer remains the same. Okay. Now what we are doing, using this sequence, now you want me to take that sequence only. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. Right, so I'm taking that sequence only in this scenario. Just find it over here and write it. I'm taking that sequence only 3, 2, 5, 1, and 4. And writing over here in the same way, machine A, we have 3 machine, machine B, and then machine C. And same, that is in, out time, they're in, and then we have the out time again for machine C, in and the out time. Right? Now again start up with the same question in the scenario, like what we have to do, putting the values. For 3, first we start up with 0. Now for what we have to decide, we have to check whether the processing time by machine A is how much for job 3. For job 3, processing time for the machine Now, what we have taken? 3, like machine 1, job 3. So machine 1, this is your machine 1, that is A, and job 3 processing time is 6. So what we have to do? 0 plus 6, right? Same processing. 0 plus 6, that will be 6. Writing over here is 6. Now for the job 2. Job 2, how much they are taking a time? It is written 10. So we write it as 6 plus 10, that will be 16, right? In the same way, now it come up 16. How much time is taking is 11. 16 plus 11, that will be 27. Now again, it is over here 27, and then 27 plus 8, that will be 35. Coming up the fourth, last job, that will be 35, and the time taken by this will be 35 plus 7. So 35 plus 7 is equals to 42, right? Now coming up with the machine B, putting the value for machine B, same scenario we have to follow up. Like this will start at 6. Why it is start at 6? Because it will be start only when this machine A work will be completed. And the machine time, same we have to check it. Job 3, machine 2, how much time is taken? Job 3, machine B, time is taking a 2. So what we add? 6 plus 2, that will be 8. So writing over here is 6 plus 2, that will be 8, right? Now what we have to write over here is, do you write 6 like 8 over here or a 16? Yes, it will be 16. This is the point you have to make it clear that this is 8, but now it is over here 16, so we can't write it 8. We have to write it only 16. This will come up. How this will come up? Because once you have completed your work, machine B, you completed your work at 8 minutes, but at least the job 2, which is working in machine A, will come up in machine B only after 16. So you have to wait machine B, right? Now the processing time taken by this is 6. That means 16 plus 6, that will be equals to 22. Then we write it 22 over here, but it is 27, so we write it 27. 27, and the processing time is 4. Therefore, 27 plus 4, that will be 31. Again, it is 31, but here it is 35. We have to write it 35 over here. And the processing time is 5. So 35 plus 5, that will be equals to 40. Now it is 40, and again here it is 42. That you have to wait for 2 minutes. So it will be 42, and the processing time is 3. So 43 plus 3, that will be 45. Right. This is how the machine B work is done up. Now coming up with the machine C work, how the machine C work will started processing. Now this is machine C. Again here, machine C has to wait for 8 minutes first of all, because the working is going in machine A and B. So it will be 8. Now machine C, and the time is for job 3. First we can check it on the working, right? What is the actually time taken for them is, shall we proceed and check it from the question? Like what is the time it is given to us, right? For job 3 and machine C. Check it up here. Job 3. Job 3 is this, and machine third is 8. Yes, again the same process. 8 minutes already we started off, and 8 minutes on the processing. So that means 8 plus 8, and it will be 16. Now this is 16. Completed the work machine C in 16, but the machine B is still working and it will be over at 22. Definitely the machine C has to wait up, as the job 2 work is going in A, B, and will come in machine C after 20. So we have to wait up. This is 16, but this is 22. Now the processing time is 9. So 22 plus 9 will be equals to 31. This is 31, 31, the same will come up. Then we have the 5 minutes more working processing time in this. 31 plus 5, that will be equals to 36. Now this is 36, but this is 40, so it will come over here is 40. Then 40 plus 4, the processing time of 4 minutes will be equals to 44 over here. Now it is 45, so we have to write it 45, not 44. And the last processing time is of 6 minutes. So 45 plus 6 will be equal to 51. This is how we add all the values. Now what we have to do, again same, doing the same process. What? The same, we have to write down the total elapsed time, total elapsed time will be equals to 51 minutes, which is given as a processing time. It can be asked in this, whatever it is given in the question. Now we have to find out the idle time for machine A. That is first machine. For the first machine, what is the idle time? What we have to do in the same way, we have to do up like at what time the machine A has completed their work. They had completed the work at 42, right? Then what we have to do, 51 minutes minus 42 minutes, that will be equal to 9 hours, or we can take it a minutes. So sorry, over here we can use it only minutes as it is given in the question in minutes. So we're using in minutes, right? This is the idle time for machine A. Now we are finding out the idle time. Now we have to find out the idle time for machine B. The idle time for machine B will be equals to, it has completed the work in 45 minutes, right? But we have to write it in this way only, 51 minus 45 minutes. This is one part. But starting from the initial stage, please check it. A machine B is waiting for this 6 minutes first of all. Yes, you have to add this value also. Plus further, now check it. This is 8 and this is 16. Just focus on machine B. That means 8 and 16, then further that seems to be that he or machine B is waiting for 8 hours more, right? That will again add this value. You have to add this value of how much value? 8 and 16, that is 8, right? You have to add this value of 8 minutes. Further, this is 22 and 27. That means 5 minutes over here of this value. Now the further, this is 22 and 27. Now it is 31 and 35. That means 4 minutes more. Plus this is 40 and 42. That means 2 minutes this one. So add on all these values, we will get it 31 hours. So that means B1 is waiting for 31 minutes, right? Now coming up further for the idle time for, now we are finding for which machine? Now we are finding it for machine C. That will be again, machine C has completed their work in 51 minutes. Very true. That means we have to do it 51 minus 51. That is common, we minus up. But starting up from the initial state, first that machine C has to wait for 8. So adding this 8 value plus, now check each and every element. Out time is 16, but the in time is 22. That means how much minutes? 6 minutes this it was waiting for. Then again it is 31, comparing with in and out, 31 same. Now it is 36 and 40. That means 4 minutes more. Now again further processing, this is 44 and this is 45. 1 minute more, that adding all these values, and we will find out that 19 minutes 19 minutes is the waiting time for machine C. If I'm getting the total idle time, we have to find it, the total idle time for all the machines together, for machine A, B, and C. If we have to find all the idle time together, what we have to do, we add all these values, that is 9 plus 31 plus 19. Then the total will come up 51. The total will come up 59 hours. From 59 minutes, sorry, not hours. For 59 minutes, it is having an idle time. If this is the way we are able to find out the total elapsed time and the total idle time for machine A, B, and C. Johnson algorithm is a very easy concept. The main concept of the Johnson point is that they want to find out the optimum sequence value and the optimum ways of finding it. This seems to be but lengthy procedure, but never mind it. If you want to apply this concept very easily, you have to just practice 1-2 times. That's why I'm taking a different numerical question so that you can have a good control or good command on your working. We have done different types of questions, like we have done here. What we type of questions we have done it? we've tried up. Like we have three jobs. What we have given in this question is three jobs. We have given three jobs and n machines, right? Jobs are, sorry, we have given three machines and n jobs basically. Just doing once again, we have given in this question what we have selected. We have selected three machines, right? We have given three machines and n jobs. There are different types of jobs. We have taken five jobs also. We have done with the six jobs also. And then we applied this concept of frictious jobs, that is G and H. But once we start up, always start with the n job two machine. Then like n jobs we have done with the three machines of the different numericals. In the next video, we will try to use the different numerical questions for you with a different case study. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much.